Hey everybody, welcome to the studio of Carini Arts. Check out Carini Arts for much more, and also join me on my other platforms, Facebook, Instagram. Instagram, I'm doing a fun little artist challenge where if you use my original audios for your reels, you may get featured. So join me there, join the fun, and I'd love to see you. So today I want to talk about your comfort zone and why you should steer clear. And I had to steer clear of mine this morning because it is Saturday and I was out yesterday for a bit, did something fun, which is kind of different for me because I'm an introvert and indoor cat and don't like to be out past basically 12 p.m. And this morning got up, and Saturday's usually my run day, so I got to get 8 miles. So went out for my run, was not really feeling it, like a mile or two in. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do this. This sucks. Like, why am I doing this? Should I just stop? And I often have to face that voice, that internal dialogue, that desire to just be comfortable. That, why not take a break? You work all the time. You could probably afford to lay off for a day or two. And maybe, as David Goggins says, one day, but not today. So today, mile two, mile three, when I was feeling that way, I said, you know what? No, you're going to finish it. And the reason you're going to finish it is because when you do, will have accomplished what you set out to do, and you will not only feel like at least you earned your rest for today, but you will be one step closer in fortifying your mind and conditioning your mind the same way that I attempt to condition my body. So a lot of times I talk about these principles and people tune in and they're like, well, you're an artist. Why do you always talk about stuff like that? Because it's the same principles that are applied to being a business owner, to being an artist, the things that have led me to my success. Now, let me stop there because I say the word success, and you may have different connotations for success, associations with success. For me, success means I'm living my best life. I'm doing what I want to do, that I am thriving, and I am. Sometimes, though, that may not mean in the sense that other people believe in it. So, for if I ask you what success is, what does success mean to you? Does it mean a stable job? Does it mean a 401k? Does it mean good health coverage? Does it mean having a family? So success means different things to different people. And so a lot of times people may say, well, or view me as successful more or less. And I personally like to think of myself as a starving artist. But when I say starving artist, I don't mean that with a negative connotation to it, because for me, starving artist means that I am hungry, that I'm passionate, that I am focused, that I am driven. And I like that because what it ultimately means is that when things get tough, that I will find a way to work through it. And I think too often we get comfortable in life. And when we get comfortable, we get lax. We take our feet off the wheel and or off the gas pedal. And we become lesser versions of ourselves in a sense. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking a rest day here or there, but you have to earn rest, in my opinion. And so you have to hold yourself accountable. And for me personally, I have to earn my rest before I can have it. And even once I reach it, I don't stop there. That is just a moment. But for me, success, glory, it's not a state, it is a process. So once I hit that point, I don't just rest on that for the rest of my life. And I think that far too many people do that. They hit a point where they achieve something and then they're just done. They just completely let go. And so you'll look at somebody achieve something at one point and you'll look at them like a year or two later and you're just like, whoa, like a completely different person. For me, it's just been like this. So I kind of like that I've had the struggles because it forces me to continue fortifying my mind, my body, and to continue strengthening myself. And in hitting the lows that I've hit in life, I've learned just how strong I can be and what I'm capable of. And I know what I can crawl my way out of. Now, does it suck to be there? Yeah, it sucks to be there. But by conditioning myself and by constantly putting myself in a state of being uncomfortable, I am not thrown off in the way that many people would that have lived in that state of being comfortable. Now, when I say comfortable in the uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that I just want life to absolutely suck. What it means is that I am always training myself to fight the devil on my worst day and to be as prepared as one can be. We can never be prepared for anything truly, but to be as prepared as I mindfully can be. And in doing so, I don't have to stress about it. as much. Do I have my stresses? Absolutely. But I'm also a big believer that my personal journey is not just for me. I'm not just here for myself and for my own art, but to show other people that it's possible, show other people there's a way. And in order to get here, I have had to fight through. And if I'm being candid with people and I'm being honest with my journey and showing people the truth, I have to let them know that it's not easy. It's not an easy road. But I would choose this road that I'm on right now over the illusion of security and comfort every single time, because that's all it is. It's an illusion. And I was miserable on that road. I was miserable by accepting those little bits of comfort, those little morsels that life will throw at you, that the system will throw at you to convince you that you should be grateful. And they will try to make you feel bad if you are not grateful for the shit that they throw at you. And I had to decide, you know what? It's not that I'm ungrateful. It's that that's not the life for me. That's not where I want to be. You get to choose your life, who you want to be, and what you do with it. Now, you may have been given a crappy hand, but that's all you have. You have the hand that life gives you. But that being said, you can make an infinite number of excuses, or you can work your way through it. And there have been a number of times that I have made bullshit excuses and that I still want to make excuses. And if I choose to make that excuse, guess what? That's on me for choosing a road of comfort and taking the easy route. But nothing wonderful, nothing of value comes on that easy road. So you may have to do the things that suck to get the things that you want. But if you really put yourself out there and you condition yourself and you go through these processes of doing the difficult things over and over and over so that your activities become your habits, become your rituals, you will be amazed at where you can go. And I know it sounds overwhelming probably to most people, but it's a matter of doing little things, little baby steps each day, and then they add up to great big things. So it doesn't have to be this big, overwhelming undertaking, but you will be uncomfortable. It will suck at times. Not everything is going to feel good all the time. And if it does, you're probably not challenging yourself. You're probably not pushing yourself. And if you never find what you're capable of, you may go to your deathbed never truly living. So, do you want to truly live, or do you simply want to exist? And do you want to exist under the conditions that have just been prescribed and assigned to you by life and the powers that be? I don't. I'm going to choose my own life. I'm going to choose where I go. I'm going to choose what I do and how far I go. And I don't even know how far I'm going to go yet, but I'm going to find out, and I'm going to push myself to the limit. And I'm going to push myself to the point of being uncomfortable so I can lift up not only myself, but those behind me. Because I want to open up doors and show other people that this impossible dream, even though it is getting more and more difficult, that it is possible, because it is possible. It doesn't matter if other people believe or not. This is my dream, and I'm going to make it happen. And I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you it's possible. And I'm going to bring you with me. Whether you choose to go through that door or not, that's up to you. Check out my other talks. See you later. CariniArts.com.